Hi, this is Sung, the Principal and Director of Sky Academy, and we've been looking at indices, and up until now we've been kind of dipping our toes in the water, playing in the kiddies area of the pool when it comes to indices, and now we are going to look at the bit that most people find they have problems with, but you will need to become really good at when you're doing calculus, okay? And that is the world of rational, or another word is fractional indices, okay? So this is really where the indice is a fraction, right? What do you do when it's a fraction? We've done when indices are whole numbers, when they're negative numbers, and now we're going to look at the world of them being fractions, and this is where we really jump in the deep end and really explore, okay? Now there's a whole world that opens up when you look at rational and fractional indices, and that is the world of surds, and I will spend another whole section of time exploring the world of surds in a different chapter or a different topic. Okay, so I'm not going to go through surds right now, but I am just going to go through what happens when your indice or your index is a fraction. Alright, so let's start with a simple fraction where a is to the power of a fraction 1 over another number. Okay, and that basically ends up being the root to that number. Okay, so if it was a to the power of a half, it would be the square root. A to the power of 3, or cubed, a to the power of 1/3. If it was a to the power of 1/3, it would be to the cube root. A to the power of 1/4 would be to the 4th root. A to the power of 1/5 would be the 5th root, etc. So a to the power of 1 over q would be a to the qth root, if there's such a word, right? Now, what happens when you've got a to the power of not 1 over q, but another number over q, right? P over q. Then what happens is you have that number to the qth root, but you have a to the top number to the bottom number root, bottom numberth root. It's hard to say in English. All of this stuff is hard to say in English. That's why people get so caught up with it, because there's no real easy way of expressing all of this stuff, alright? But just know that a to the power of p over q would be a to the power of p to the qth root, okay? Now, when you've got a negative, we've looked at negatives, it's just 1 over, and it's no exception here. It would be a to the power of p to the qth root, alright, on the denominator of 1 over a fraction, okay, if it was negative. So just take that in. I know it looks rather intimidating, and it is kind of intimidating, right? But so you will need to do a lot of practice on it, but just have a look at that, familiarize yourself, and to help you out, I've got 5 questions that I'm going to do on the board with you, okay? So in the next episode, we will look at these 5 questions step by step.